classic Nendi, but I think, yeah, if it's picked first, I think you might be right.
And I played Skywrath Mage against him. Once he got phase shift, shit was real hard. I'd be like, let me harass you. Oh,
I can't.
dodged. So maybe OG doesn't want to pick it this game. That's all.
Maybe. I found previous series, OG was pretty cheap with their hero picks.
It feels like Anna is like the only one they'll spend money on. Like they gave the Wraith King, and they'll do that. Maybe they'll just do that again. But everyone else, they're like, yeah, we'll just play cheap heroes. We're cool.
I mean, why not? Navi is starting out pretty cheap as well with not banning anybody. You know, I guess Puck is not that cheap, or at least still low end.
Yeah, 42 is pretty low. So you're in the bottom half of hero values, really.
Yeah. OG's already going into that bonus time.
Now Drow is all the way down to 12. The first hero's down to 12 finally.
I think you could roll the Drow strat if you're OG. You want Anna to play some sort of AFK farmer.
Are there any bounties we wanna see come out? Because it was OG that previous series went for the not my fault.
Why doesn't anybody do misclick?
Oh yeah, I feel like that's a pretty easy one to do, right? You just there's only one use of the ult that you're wasting.
Fiend's Grip. Boom. Yeah. That's 100 seconds. Or is that 120 at level 1 or something? It's like 120 at level 1. That's 240 gold. Or 240 moonbucks. That's insane.
Right there, yeah.
I mean, obviously Fiend's Grip is an amazing ultimate when you channel it the full time and all, but that's a great gimme right there.
Well, we might see it. I still want to see the duck one going up the river. They faked out doing it last game, but they didn't quite do it.
I did really like the Seb blaming his team. He went hard.
Yeah, Seb did it perfectly. he really got in the mode. We've got second pick Mars.
There we go.
That's one of the cheapest heroes available.
Very much.
Mars Spear plus Dream Coil, maybe?
True.
Stun him twice with the spear. A little redundant, I guess.
I mean, but I guess you don't have to worry about the spear necessarily connecting to anything. You could just shoot it straight down the lane and go for the distance.
Like a force-staff.
Does Mars' ultimate, because you can't really target it on a creep or anything like that, but does it still count for the misclick?
I would imagine if you trap creeps in it, that could be argued as
long as the hero doesn't blink into it.
I would. I mean, I'm not the admin, so I'm not the final call, but I would count like Mars ult, Puck ults.
Yeah. For sure. Like as long as you use it on
target
creep.
Even like a Shadow Fiend Requiem or something like that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's actually a really good one. Skillet at 6. Don't have any souls yet, cast it.
Cast it, it can't do damage at all.
Ooh, and I also was expecting for the fans to be a bigger candidate for the bounties. Because all you have to do is you just walk into Roshan and you die.
Yeah, that's level 1. Level 1, you can just go die to Roshan.
If you're a support and you're going to suicide anyway, might as well just walk that extra mile for the Roshan pit.
That's a lot of moonbucks still.
Yeah.
I mean, they always remember it at like the 23-minute mark is the problem. It's got a time limit.
Yeah, but you know,
stuff happens, you know?
Let's say you're level 2, you're Marana, you're done throwing arrows, you need some new mana, you just walk to Roche.
Do it.
Get yourself punched in the face by one of our VIPs.
We got new auction meta too. Only backed into single digits for auction spending.
Yep. Last season,
Alliance was into
triples.
it. Alliance was really pushing it.
Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, 204.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
That's a little over the top.
I believe their choice was second pick, right? So that gives them the last pick overall in the draft.
Yes.
And when it's not, when the meta is so like chaotic, I think being able to grab the last hero in the entire game is massive. That's how they won game 1 with the Naga Siren.
10 seconds.
Viper, eh? This looks like a Drow strat, right? OG's definitely doing a Drow strat.
I was going to say, I just feel that could be something that will work with the ping stuff. And the way that Anna was able to farm on a Luna, I think if you give him a Drow, he sort of goes that Axe Maelstrom, hits the jungle creeps. He's going to have a similar effect, and arguably a better one if you're running all these ranged heroes.
Only 36 moon bucks for that chicken.
It is.
That's pretty cheap.
It is pretty cheap. And such value you get for that, too.
Used to be the Thompson special, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to certainly run that in the mid.
For the fans, do it.
Nah, he'll just play Viper instead. Just as fun, right?
I also want range separation. Give us the popsicle.
Yeah.
Or ice cream.
AA is quite expensive, though, right? 43. He's sort of more up there.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, it's probably not bad, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily value.
But he's definitely one of those. He's got to be like one of the most like mid and late game banned heroes in draft wise. So I could, like the last time he got drafted, there was an elk on the enemy team. It's like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Grab him. So I think we'll see another A.
Well, there's another 12.
That is the lowest. That's the cheapest hero.
That Drow and the Viper.
And also what a hero, I believe, did you see, NoTail recently tweeted about a couple of hours ago. He said Disruptor has been the worst hero in Dota 2 for the last 1.5 years.
So
that was NoTail's claim.
So if they lose to it in this game,
if he
that would
loses
be
to
embarrassing. They're done. They're done.
I mean, I kind of agree with them. They nerfed Thunderstrike cooldown. There was like a small brief period of time where he was played a little bit at a tournament, and all of a sudden level 1 Thunderstrike became like a 25-second cooldown or something like that. It did really cause a lot of issues, but you got to nerf the heroes that can lane trade a little bit too well, and I guess Disruptor got one of those.
I mean, they're playing like Ti1 Navi, right? Just full-on team fight. If you go back and actually watch Ti1, that's all the meta was. It was anti-mage and team fight. That's all you did.
It's either anti-mage, Spectre, or Weaver.
Yeah. Oh, man. There was not many heroes in the pool at that time. Like, what, like 50, if that?
It was like 45 or something. It was crazy. But it was so exciting, like, because there were a couple screenshots of the Dota 2 client that leaked right before it, but, like, I stayed up that night. The drums, dude, there was no commentary during draft. It was just drums. And you see the hero icons for the first time in your life. So exciting. Really good times.
Good times.
Well, let's see what they go for here. Are they going to go for some sort of Drow route? And maybe we'll get a bit more clarity on who's playing what, because there's definitely flexibility with this Viper and Mirana in terms of the positions they could go in.
I'd say one thing they're definitely lacking is more arrow setups. Obviously, Bane is excellent at that, but they could use more. Atos could work from a Viper also, but I think more would help a lot.
How ping-friendly is a Viper? Like, I'm thinking, what's Ana going to play? You know, we saw him play a Wraith King. We saw him
I don't think Viper would be that good to play on high ping, do you? No. I mean, maybe the old Viper, of course, but nowadays...
the new one, not so much.
It's a little harder, I would
Yeah, it's more buttons to press. It's more sort of pressure in the team fight to keep your spells out on everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll see. It might be.
Pretty big draft here from OG with the Punko, but it's a great Mirana setup. And they need some way to, like, either run at opponents or lock them down, and they didn't really have that. Okay. All right, excited about the ESL Punko being picked. A beautiful trophy, man.
And I love those socks, by the way.
Yep. And just against Mars, right? Like, Mars throws up his ulti if your team's caught inside there. You know where to throw the boat. Like, even if it doesn't hit an enemy, as long as you get the rum to your teammates, it just negates so much.
Just with a Viper, right? This hero that's already so hard to kill once he's got the right items, with all his talents and spells. Yeah, rum on Viper, you're really, really struggling to kill that Viper in a team fight.
OG getting their ban option now if they're afraid of anything.
Naga Siren, of course, a great addition if you want to try for the Great Migration Bounty.
Yep. Naga's so good in this game, too. OG's lacking AoE other than Kunkka stuff. It's very good against Viper. Viper's kind of weak to, like, single-target physical damage, and the Naga illusions on top of him. Although, if you do put your Nether Toxin on the ground, you'll break the illusions, and they won't be able to Riptide, I guess. So there are ways to defend yourself a bit, but I think the Naga is going to be pretty reliable to just do whatever you want. Although you can also X her, I guess, if she songs. There's, like, ways to, like, prevent TP away from working. There's options, I guess.
2 more picks, chicken. 2 more picks.
It's not looking good.
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, but it's looking pretty grim.
I mean, there's still maybe the chance for a mid Skyraf, right? If they're going to do like Kunkka off lane and Ana does play the Viper, if they feel that it is a hero easy to play on high ping.
I mean, Navi still could use a 4 as well.
Yeah, sure, just as a support. Yeah, if this puck does end up going mid. But I want to see what Purge is saying, because they picked it first, and it looks like probably leaving their mid pick till last.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, we'll see. So OG not opting to use their ban.
5 seconds remaining.
See if Navi are terrified of anything. It's quite hard to read OG's draft, as we say, in terms of where these Vipers and Kunkkas are going to be going. So, don't know if there's necessarily any particular cheese heroes that Navi's going to be scared of.
Taking into bonus time, and so far they don't want to skip their ban.
They've got a lot of time to work with. Still 2 minutes on it. They've been pretty quick for the rest of the draft now.
Yeah.
You guys ever play? Are you guys good at chess?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I can play a little bit.
Why?
That's about it.
Just because I remember that famous picture with Puppy and Magnus Carlsen, and how he said he played chess, and that's how he works on his captaining.
I mean, it is, for chess, the whole philosophy is that you think 7 steps ahead, right? With all the scenarios, and there's so many different outcomes. And in terms of drafting, you can kind of see that is also, you can think very far ahead. You can get real deep into your own mind, which is also a big trap.
They can. I love, and I think it was 5th grade elementary school is my favorite thing. It was like cool bullying. I was in the chess club, and I would always you could do the the 5-step checkmate, and I would do it to like 1st graders who had no clue how to play, and I felt so good about myself, just destroying them.
Cool bullying.
It was like cool version of bullying, the chess club.
Is it?
Just making them feel bad about being bad at chess. And they're using all their reserve time.
They are.
I'm trying. What do they need?
They technically
Damage. They need damage. I feel like Mars, honestly, Puck
true.
and Disruptor, they're good team fight control, but they're not really damage besides the Naga.
And they don't have much burst either.
Yeah.
That's another big thing, actually. I guess Mars kind of does a lot of burst, but situationally. And they're not going to kill a Viper outside without Naga. The Viper is actually looking quite good at the moment. So, ooh, lots of bonus time here. What are they scared of? This is all just ban stuff, too.
Yep. The AM.
Okay.
Well, AM is a counter to the Skywrath Mage. Who knows?
That's
He's
true.
gone. He's gone. I just don't know. This Navi draft is strange because now the
10
Puck 5 is
seconds
in the back of my
remaining.
head. I don't think it will be, but
It's going to be a 4.
if they do,
5
yeah.
seconds
I mean, Puppy was
remaining.
4 originally, right? Technically, or was it Art
I think
Style?
he's 5 around.
I think
currently.
yeah, he
Artstyle
was. Artstyle was 5 in TI1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because he used to play.
yeah,
Champ
he was
stuff,
definitely
right?
5. Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Puppy
more.
was
Enchantress
Chan
Yeah.
Enchantress and Enigma. Those were his
but-
signature heroes.
Okay. So.
So what's going on here? This
I don't
is-
know. It might be the carry app.
No, I think so. What the supports Disruptor and Puck, and then wait.
it's
Then you. No.
I think
Probably
Puck goes
core
middle.
Puck.
I think Puck's middle.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
It's the only
Puck-
Dendy
yeah,
hero, too.
yeah,
and I think
yeah, it's
Oh,
got to be
that's
Dendy
true.
Puck. Yeah.
It's a
10
classic Dendy
seconds
hero.
remaining.
So OG, they see that.
5
They already
seconds
have the break on
remaining.
Abba, so he has to
Yeah.
manually click his ulti if he wants it.
He can also really help save whoever Kunka goes
10
on too.
seconds
Is the other really
remaining.
nice thing right now. That if OG's disable is a bit limited, they can dispel arrows. They can dispel Fiend's Grip.
Ricky. Second Ricky of the tournament.
Oh, so hey, well you said with the combo then. If you put the poison on the floor and the smoke cloud, Abaddon is screwed.
He's here. Game 1, best of 3. OG again.
Oh, they're doing it at the start.
Oh,
They're
the
starting.
great migration.
They smoked for it, so they're here in time.
Quack, quack.
But Navi, they're there. Dendy, he can spear out of the river.
What can Dendy do?
He can spear him out of the river.
The Naga comes with illusions. Puppy just walked into 5 of them.
He's gotta
Jorps
be
up the
careful.
high ground.
He's still in the
Nice.
river. He's still in the
Okay.
river.
Still in the river. They're going to get 5 people across. They're fine. Sox is maybe going to get caught.
Oh.
There we have it, in
The
the connect
disruptor.
field. Pretty decent torrent. So much poison on the ground from this Viper, and there we have it. Jerax does take first blood.
They're doing
kills
it.
Puppy.
They're doing it.
Can I get a... they're still going quack, quack. Can they still
This
do
is
it?
still quack quack.
Quack, quack. They're
They've
bringing,
done quack quack.
bringing different languages in now. Oh, the connect field
Still
again.
trying.
Is there a
Sox got to be careful.
4, 5 heroes. Was there a time limit on this? Are they good?
Oh, Jerax.
We need the
Jerax.
admins. Come on, Jerax, bringing up the rear. Up the
They did
ramp.
it!
There we have it.
They did it.
The great migration's being completed.
The
Frogs.
first team to win 2 TIs and the first team to do the great quack migration.
Did they even
OG.
lose any CS from that?
I don't think
Such
so.
a long
The lanes-
chase. I don't think they actually lost anything.
The lanes are at equilibrium now, so Seb missed a little bit, but he's good. He's fine.
Right. Navi against OG. Navi with a lot of circles in their strat. We've got Dream Coil, Naga Song to set up Mars ulti. Yeah, Disruptors there with a couple of circles as well. I was really...
A Photic Shield.
That is
that's
a
a circle.
circle. That's a sphere. Yeah,
It's a
you are
sphere,
right.
that is a
I
sphere.
was really hoping for like Enigma or something.
It's like a 3D. So I was hoping for Dark
3D circles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darkseer. When that AM ban came out, Enigma Darkseer.
You would think, yeah.
We were thinking it.
It's good against. I mean, it is
But
good.
Art
against
Styles
Abaddon.
Disruptor being pummeled out of lane by a support Viper.
He does have the kinetic field to start, so it's pretty hard to lane. Purge was saying how bad the Thunder Strike is, but you still go for it first in every game, unless the enemy team is trying to do quack quack.
They're still quacking.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a win already. That's a big win.
Easy Moonbucks. So no tail up top on this Kunkka. Sox here with him. Puppy, a support puck. I think Purge was saying that he's seen this support kind of pos 4 puck roam around a little bit.
Yeah.
Puppy's played a decent amount. We used to see it from like Z-Freak and Complexity as well, mainly with Drow Aura strats though.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty good. I mean, high base damage, very hard to trade with. She can, chase you down if you get too low. And then one of the best things about Puck as a support is when you get level 6, it's this massive power spike. Whereas like Puck as a core, he's like always strong.
It feels maybe similar to Pango as well, being an elusive 4.
Yeah,
Very difficult to catch them.
It's exactly like that.
Artstar does get taken down in the bottom lane. Disruptor, still the worst hero in the past year and a half, according to NoTail.
It does seem that way.
Is under attack.
What was it? Was it 12 Moonbucks to buy Disruptor? It was absolutely nothing.
It's pretty cheap, pretty value.
Oh, Socks. Guess found by the Puck.
Speaking of Puck support, drops a ward as well. Not blocking the camp. That's going to scout some of these potential rotations. Quite nice.
Tops and Ricky mid.
Yeah.
Up against Dendy Mars.
Gotta look out for that Ricky.
I mean, Ricky's 9-4 right now. Mars, though, absolutely demolishing this lane, 13-3. Does this start to get maybe a little harder for Mars as Ricky gets more levels up, more energy, more damage?
I don't think so. I think if you can keep up the regen on Dendy, you can just constantly spam out your Q and your W, and it's very difficult for Ricky to try to deal with that.
Does get some backstab damage in there. Forces the salve. And he is catching up CS-wise. Going for even more harass there, but shouldn't really come to anything. Top lane, contesting the stack and pull across. Quick little nightmare there. Dendy kills Popson mid.
That's a solo kill.
Wow.
You have to look out. I think he got speared into the tower.
That's a good bit of AoE damage from NoTail. Socks trying to hold on to his life. Well, that will be the end of that top lane. OG don't really seem to be able to do much top. It's Abaddon Puck putting so much pressure on them. Oh, and bottom lane again. Jirax Viper just diving past tier 1. Hovost on this Naga Siren, going to get body blocked up a bit by the Mirana. Jirax looks like he's fine. Nobody's TPing down to Shrine. Oh, now there is.
He pings, he knows, he
Disruptor's
knows.
coming.
Oh, this is cool. Creep cutting with the damage from Viper. And Seb's probably going to try to take as many of these last hits as he can.
Gets his magic stick off, but still dies to Thunderstrike. Quick little leap over. And Mirana safe and sound.
Drops the ward as well.
Bottom tower.
This is what we love about Midas mode. Every lane is awkward. Every lane is kind of on a knife's edge. There's kill threat everywhere.
Yeah, not often you see Ricky versus Mars mid. Although I have seen people play Ricky mid in the recent few months for whatever reason. I mean, I think it's a pretty decent hero at roaming, to be quite honest, and kind of feels like there's no other lane for him that he can find that farm in to get up to like a diffuser blade or something like that without feeding. Although he has fed once. So.
Wouldn't dare feed. Another contest, bottom pull spot. Arrow, not going to do too much. Artstyle and Hovost both fall back to tier 1. Their Courier going straight over the Mirana though. This could be an attempt. Now they've microed it back into the trees. Top lane now, it looks like OG have managed to reclaim some control.
Well, just because Secret's Navi, I should say, is trying to pick up the runes, so
That's right.
giving a little bit of that control away. I think NoTail's probably happy to make that trade right now, just considering how this lane has been relatively pressured.
And do get a bit of a shove on the tier 1. Puppy escapes from the grasp of Socks. Very quiet. Past minute and a half or so. That Abaddon. Really under no threat. Dendy throws the spear into Ricky. Yeah, that's good harass damage, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the nice thing about going for this soul.
Oh, the big damage bottom though. Naga cannot escape from that. And Artstyle might be in trouble himself. Just get behind the tier 1, the slow, the damage over time. He turns to hit Jirax, which gets him the kill, but he does give his life in exchange. A double for Seb. And a catapult wave here, maybe to get a bit of damage on that tier 1 as well.
Am I crazy? Does support Viper seem kind of good, actually? Like, with position 4 Viper?
The amount of damage he does, yeah.
Like, he does a lot of damage. He has some farming potential if you want to go for, like, a greedier style. And then you don't need to max corrosive skin, because it doesn't really matter that much if you're super tanky. So you can go for the Q and be a little bit more active.
And he's still reasonably tanky. He's got decent chase as well.
Tanky enough for a 4. Yeah, like, it actually seems like a really good position for him. That's the great thing about Midas mode, is you see these, like, ridiculous heroes, and it's like, wait a minute, that's actually kind of good.
Just break the meta. Well, there we have the arena in with an orb over. Puppy secures the kill. Socks was making a rotation in mid, just a little too late, unfortunately, for the Bane.
Yeah. You got to be really careful with this Mars hero, especially with the level advantage.
Oh, interesting arrow angle. Seb comes in from the southwest, gets ensnared, and right-clicked down by the Naga. Traded back again for Disruptor, but this is much more reasonable for Havost in this bottom lane. Still having a few struggles. No tail. Set up Nightmare into the Torrent. Shield soaks up so much of that damage. I don't think Abaddon really cares.
It's
Jirax, though,
such
down
a hard
bot.
hero to kill.
It really is.
Jirax is rushing travels on Viper, so he's kind of playing it like similar to this like sort of Bat Rider style, or like a Sand King, where you like get travels, you just sit in the lane and kind of shove it out with the Nether Toxin. I think this is a really cool take on the hero. He's not gonna be very tanky, but this is gonna be really good for like responding to map pressure, which is exactly what you need to do when there's a Naga on the enemy team. I mean the hero is like map pressure incarnate. So
here we go. Important maths quiz time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, how do you feel about the Midas on Mirana?
he's going for
He's got
Midas.
it queued, yeah. He's got Gloves of Haste already purchased.
That's interesting.
Radiant's
If the
top
Aegis
tower
has
is
a
under
radius
attack.
of 40 centimeters, oh, it's metric. Might be a bit difficult, Jenkins. What is its
80.
What is its diameter in inches? Boat, arrow, good connections. Abaddon is going to get starstruck there. Dead for 15 seconds. OG do lose the Bane in
15
exchange.
or something like that. Is it?
And it's 2.5 centimeters to an inch, right?
You do the math on that one.
Oh, no. That's not my job. You're the analyst.
My Canadian education.
There, Kenwayne just going in inches, just to make sure people know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, radius. So the diameter is double.
It's double.
80
centimeters.
80 centimeters
Divided by
divided by
2.5.
2.5.
Whatever that is. Thompson kills Dendy, you know. Mars just falling as we're doing bloody maths problems. No Tail might be in a spot to bother himself. Level 5 Abaddon still, so no ulti, but with the shield, the push forward, and the Naga illusions blocking the path. No Tail will fall. Stag Storm up towards the north. Mirana still stuck up inside it, and that is a kill by Artstyle. 1-for-1 trade in that. Jirax drops the smiley face because he's AFK farming bottom lane. Thompson pops the borrowed time on the Abaddon.
Attack.
Might still go for this kill. There is no shrine, but Sentry Ward there for the Radiant gives the vision the Abaddon needs. Right, what's the answer, Jenkins?
To the math problem or
Yeah.
the game?
Both.
69.
Excellent. That's the best number.
Is under
Thank you.
attack.
Nice.
That got a nice from the crowd.
That's all you could ever dream of.
That's the dream.
Right, Ricky spamming Wraith Bands. He's going to bring them all out. Boots have traveled nearly, like he's got bottles.
He's almost done. Yeah, he's good. He's doing. Dude,
He's so rich.
Denny's got to look out. This is a strong Viper.
He's a level 8 Viper.
He's higher level than the mid laners, which is what you would expect for a Ricky. But Mars, this hero's got some flash farming potential. Jerax has got the bots after he gets these bounty runes.
Does he get to refill his bottle as well twice? Yeah, looks like
Does
it.
indeed. Look,
Give Mirana some tasty bottle juice.
Seb is bringing him the farm. He's letting him take it. He's just accepted that Jerax is the core in this game.
Seb is pos 4, Hand of Midas Mirana. That's how he's going to catch up.
Yeah.
There's the boots.
I mean, the hero's a good position for it. So it's you know, if you're an offlaner, you have to play it in this role. You're not too upset about it.
Feels like a bit of a waiting game here from Navi. You know, they've got these big team fight ultis. They're very good at defending towers with Naga Song into Disruptor with all of the setup they've got. But it definitely feels like it is that waiting game. They need more time. They need Naga to really build up. As they glimpse onto No Tail. Kunkka trapped inside that Static Storm, but his big DMCA boat connecting on 3 and applying that Coco's Rum keeps him alive a little longer. Seems like it will be his end regardless, or maybe not. With the arrival of Thompson, they clear up Disruptor. Finally, the Kunkka goes down.
I mean, that was an amazing
Towards
amount
mid lane.
of base.
They're fighting behind Tier 1 as well. They've got the Mars Arena, and they are absolutely pummeling Soxka.
Yeah, you don't really care that much if you're OG to lose Soxka like that because you get the mid tower. That is the most important tower in Dota in the early game, so you're definitely okay with that trade. And that was just all on No Tail in the top lane, getting that boat off, like the timing on that. In the position, did he hit all 3 heroes?
Yeah.
And then he survives. Almost survives.
Almost.
For like,
They had to give
they
up.
really had to work for it.
Yeah, had to give up a Disruptor for it.
Thompson's just going straight for art style.
Well, with the ulti, it doesn't quite get it. That one hit onto Puppey. Probably wasn't enough to fight Artstyle, but he does have a dust on him. Ricky now in trouble. Blink strike, Thompson gets the kill. Now the help arrives. Cavalry's here for OG. No chase forward. Okay, Spear and Orb gets Thompson. And Marana trying to find Puppey. They break the high ground. OG back up.
You don't want to walk up that high ground.
You do not want to go up that ramp. Those stairs are dangerous. So now they've swapped things around. No Tail has shifted bottom lane. He's getting that farm, while the rest of the team looking for this Nightmare Arrow, but there's an Abaddon on the side of Navi. So a Photic Shield puts that all to rest.
We were questioning the Abaddon a bit in the draft, I think just because both you and I wanted to see
Teamfight ulti.
Teamfight ulti
Yeah,
because it's Navi. But it does make a lot of sense. You know, they have the Arrow. You can dispel that. It's one of the harder counters to Marana. Hard counters Bane. You can shield off the ultimate. I mean, even against something like a Viper, Kunkka, Ricky, like these heroes are very single target oriented. So the shield is going to be very, very effective for protecting your team in this game and winning team fights. Yeah,
they have very little sustain elsewhere, right? Abaddon really does bring, you know, a potential aura carrier and all the sustain and save that they need.
Yep, and he is going for a Vlad's. So building into those auras, possible pipe after that. He doesn't need to do damage. He's got a Mars, he's got a Puck, and most importantly, he's got a Naga that's level 12. Is he the highest net worth?
Yeah, 6.6k. 3 OG heroes follow her, though. As this tier 1 top, looks like it's forfeit. OG not mounting a defense at all. They've got Kunkka shoving bottom lane. They've got a hero pushing mid out in the Ricky. OG have taken full control of that radiant jungle. And there's really no need for them to be top.
No Tail's building a Battle Fury.
Yes, I saw him queue it up, and I wasn't sure if he was going through with it, but...
Oh, he's committing.
He's got the perseverance, hasn't he?
I mean, once again, I know I keep saying this. It's Midas mode, so this is what happens. But Battle Fury is not that bad in this game because they're against a Naga. So you need something to clear those illusions in the late game. Battle Fury is going to help you out in that regard, right? A little bit?
Ratty, though? Like, would you not rather you have double brace around?
Right. That's...
This is definitely fun. This is definitely
he's gonna go, right, he's going to go multiple Battle Furies. Multiple Battle Furies, multiple Daedal Assists, and eventual Rapier.
Fair enough. He needs an MKB at some point, probably. Thompson. Ulti on the Abaddon. Oh dear, Abaddon does get his ulti off at the very last second. That break proving problematic, but Thompson clears up Artstyle, and the chase is on. OG, they want more. They cannot break up that ramp, though. Thompson, DD might have her Vost on the side. Quick little X-Mark Torrent, not going to do too much harm to Navi here. But OG definitely putting their foot down.
Yeah, even almost committing for the Naga there, but that is the one hero that you probably can't kill with all of your spells. Like, you have to be really careful committing to that Naga. He's so incredibly tanky, so farm. But of course, you do still want to try to kill the Naga at some point, but probably after killing the rest of Navi.
So does Jirax just live in his bot lane now?
Yeah, I mean, he's...
That's Viper's home.
He's very close to being the most farmed on OG.
That's true.
And the thing is, the cool thing about this bots build, for anybody looking to do this in your pubs, this is not a useless way of getting this farm. You're pushing out the lanes constantly. It's very annoying to deal with. It's like, oh, that Viper's in the bot lane pushing it out. I have to go deal with it. Oh, now he travels top and he's fighting the rest of my team. And I had to respond to this tower push bot. Very annoying.
Like playing, table tennis or just normal tennis, right? You push your opponents one side of the court, drag them to the other, wear them out.
Well, that's
those TP cooldowns. Ricky, yet again, Thompson always on the hunt, and he might have found Artstyle. Disruptor shows himself for a second, but he's got Dendi to back him up with the Light of Heaven's Abaddon, and they turn with 4. Thompson's gone a little too deep. Backup arrives for him, but he's still going to fall. Puppey, one-man Dream Coil, only catches Bane. No reveal either, so Bane just stands there, turns with a grip. Kunkka, decent boat, should... No, okay, he's going to connect on one. Does catch the Mars on the way through. Viper needs to get the damage in, though, onto Dendi. Quick little spear. OG, where's the chase? Where's the catch? They're trying with the torrent, the cleave, anything they can, the leap. Seb, onto the Abaddon, X-Mark back, but he's got borrowed time going. Let's see how much he can soak up here. OG have a lot of damage behind them. This absolute standoff in the mid lane, nobody's falling. Ricky respawns in the time it takes for this fight to end.
The problem here is that Jirax is just so low on mana, and he's honestly the hero that's like finishing people off in this game. He's doing a lot of damage, so when he's completely out of mana, like he can't leave the fight, because if he leaves, then Navi just goes in on OG and wipes them. but he also can't really contribute to the fight, so it's a very unfortunate circumstance. That could have gone a lot better for OG if he was healthy in terms of mana. Do they have any mana boots?
Mirana does. Mirana has Bassi Arcane Boots.
It's so funny because Seb in this game is kind of like the 4, Jarex is the mid laner, and then Thompson is the off laner. He's kind of running around, making space, feeding a little bit, but also getting kills. Like he's doing exactly what you would expect an off laner to be doing.
No Tail playing the real pos one. Battle Fury has arrived.
Yeah.
Where do OG move now? Back into the jungle. Oh yeah, Battle Fury. To farm some ancients. Oh, puppy. Oh dear, misclick. Just say misclick, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's a good time to do that bounty, honestly.
Yeah, it sure is. He tried, but he failed. That's a nice arrow from Seb. Quick little connection onto the Naga, but the Stack Storm Disruptor combo onto this Viper. Definitely forcing OG back. Navi feel like they're running out of gas though, and with No Tail coming in from the right-hand side, he X-marked both onto the Abaddon, but the song to reset, there's just so much. Oh, the Viper Poison nearly gets the Naga Siren. Arrow sliding in, but Puppy sidesteps, and No Tail. He wanted that X onto Naga so badly.
So close.
Just out of vision range. Puppy will draw their attention elsewhere. If he gives up his life here, it's no big deal.
It's a level 1 phase shift. This is going to be very hard for him to dodge.
That arrow. Wanted to jaunt, but the arrow connects. And look, bottom lane, like you're saying this entire time. Jirax and Thompson shoving out, and they might go for a kill on Havos.
Yeah, they look like maybe they're going to go for it. Thompson? He has a defusal. Oh, he goes for art style. Oh my god. Give him a break, man.
He's been netted. He's been rooted. Blink again. Art style. Down you go. Sit.
Nice dodge.
Down. Dendy with a double damage rune. What's he got up his sleeve? Thompson, no more reveal. So slips away into the night. What's he going? He's got Diffusal Blade and working on Ags now, it looks like that Ricky.
I guess he's going to jump inside somebody.
Jump in the Marana?
Who does he? I guess Marana for now.
Triple leap into the middle of everybody. Oh, Dendy. Still has a DD and a big punch. Viper completed that pipe just as he died.
Yeah. See, that's the thing with Viper. You're very tanky when it comes to this magic damage, but when there's a DD Mars critting for
Thompson, please.
300%.
Oh.
He got the rover.
Poor little thing.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sucks. Just dewarding, not actually putting any observers down.
Art's not as a sentry behind the tower here. They should see Thompson soon. He's walking out of sentry range.
Soxka sees that. Oh, they've got 2 sentries down there. Yeah, you're right.
They pinged him. They see him.
They know Thompson's here.
Oh, they're so scared. They're so scared of him.
Poppy just jaunt orbs out of there. He does not want anything to do with Thompson. Another sentry, but art style. He's been found by Thompson. Ricky's just straight in on top of him, blows him up, and No Tail. There's the X-Mark. Drag back the Abaddon. No more forward motion here from Navi. Forced the borrowed time, and another X into potential torrent setup with the arrow. Yep, they've got him. Light of Heaven done for with this OG side just collapsing on the top tier 2. Dendy throws his ulti out, but he's immediately gripped. Puppy can't do anything to stop this, and the boat's there with Thompson to clear it up. A killing spree for Ricky and Havos. He sends illusions in, and then he walks immediately back the opposite direction.
That was nice team play.
Thompson.
Really nice team play.
Hey, Thompson now, this isn't fair. Leave them alone. Leave them alone, art style. With Puppy, both saving Havos' life and allowing the Naga to kill the Ricky.
Space created.
Get rid of that dumb hero.
Yeah, he's...
They don't get the top tier 2. Thompson.
Oh, Puppy. Kills the creep wave. They do have the glimpse.
No Tail, very aggressive here. Seb is just farming neutrals.
Yeah, Jarek
Still hitting, hitting creeps, yeah.
Nobody,
That Wild Wing really got it.
nobody can get there. Jarek's TP'd bot for the bounty runes, so...
They just left No Tail to be.
Yeah, I mean...
It all starts with Thompson diving mid lane as well. Just blame it on the Ricky.
Yeah, good time to use that bounty up. But the team play in the top fight from OG, that was some pretty Dota. You had the Torrent to set up for the Ricky to jump in just to get vision. Arrow on the Abaddon, which is the only hero that you can arrow because otherwise he just shields it off, and only after his ultimate. And then the grip with the Abaddon being dead. It's like the perfect sequence of events. And Heartstyle is dead again.
Yeah, what's our star score?
He is
0-7,
2
0-8.
and 11.
Oh, it's 2 and 11. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean
He has some kills.
he he's not doing too bad in terms of experience. He's got a couple solo kills.
He turns to face this nasty little Ricky. Oh, a piece of work Thompson is. They need so much backup just to deal with a Ricky.
He's totally alone, too. He's just making these plays completely on his own.
Well, the threat that he has backup is always there. OG have been joining a lot of these fights as 4 or 5. Naga illusion down. Otherwise, Viper just TP'd back to Fountain. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he does have his travels.
Yeah, Travels, Pipe, and Heart queued up next. 2.7k gold saved. Nice silence there coming in onto Ricky, but the boat might just be able to keep him up and running. Thompson helped out by the Guardian Greaves from Mirana, but that ulti from Mars holds them all in place. Sox gets bounced back into the smoke screen from Ricky himself. Looks like they'll take him down. Only the Bane falling though. Glimpse back the Kunkka, he's got no defensive items, 2 in a row. Seb might be able to walk this one off, but I don't think Thompson will be so lucky. That orb really nicely timed from Puppey, beautiful Dota. Navi, they strike back. And they start running down mid.
Glimpsing the Kunkka is definitely the correct choice there too. If the Kunkka dies, he's the top of net worth for OG. It's like the best. You know that that's just going to be a bunch of bleeding, so you just try to take the highest value kill.
Cherry
OG
on top here potentially.
Yeah.
Bonus kills onto Seb. Tries to leap out. Nice little song to reset. They have realized Viper is causing them a few issues here. A lot of damage, and of course that pipe giving them magic mitigation. Jirax left alone 1v5 though. He won't be able to survive the onslaught of Navi. As that, all things considered, was a team wipe, I think.
Yeah, that's like, what, a 6k gold swing? Something along those lines? About 5k? When all is said and done, they can push out the lanes too right now, which will give them a little bit more gold. And they have a Naga. This is a Navi lineup with Naga, who is the top of net worth. This is one of those things about having a hyper carry like this, where even if you have a 5k gold deficit and you're dealing with a 5k gold lead on the enemy team, you still have this hero who is like a hyper late game hero.
There's a timer always on you. Ricky still looking for these snipe kills on supports. Feels the wrath of Navi though as they chuck 3 ultis in his face. That's what you get for picking Ricky.
I love what Thompson's doing in terms of like making space for his team, but there's nobody alive to take it. So that's it's kind of. I mean, he was setting up. He was trying to set up to get into position to make some space. But you know, he's walking into the enemy triangle.
And art style, like you're talking about Pos1 Havost, he's doing exceptionally well, showing that he is, you know, a true carry on this Naga Siren, farming exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But Disruptor, art style, this Pos5 Disruptor, he spent so much on the sentries, but he's keeping that vision out there for the rest of his team, while also being able to buy some utility items.
Yeah, almost as a force staff. That's going to be absolutely huge.
He has earned force on Disruptors, while keeping this, you know, vision up really nicely.
Yep. There's so much single target on the side of OG that the force staff is. I mean, this item is like a 2,000 gold cost or whatever, but it is the value is much more than that in a lot of games. How long has force staff been broken for? This item has been good since its inception, I'm pretty sure.
How long is it? Yeah, since it was put in the game. Interesting boat. Dendy will get X-marked back into that Nether Toxin. Courier coming in. Dendy force staff back out by Artstyle, so there we see it. Disengage. Make sure OG can't get the catch, but they've gone onto the Naga Siren. Quick little save from Abaddon. Almost gripped up by Sox, but he's so tanky. This Naga just taking no damage. And OG, it looks like they've focused on the wrong hero. Thompson's cleared up by Dendy. Dyer's Courier now dies. And Havost is on a wicked 6 streak. Drag back Jirax, a quick pick off on the Viper. And yet again, OG crumbling. 3 in a row. Sox might be the 4th. I don't think they can get a team wipe this time because Morana's farming out mid lane. But Sox, don't even pop that. No. That's a waste, mate.
Look what OG's did. OG was spam pinging Seb that entire time. I saw 2 OG pings.
What are you doing mid?
Like, what is this guy doing?
He's the Greaves carrier.
He is?
He's hitting. I mean, he was.
And he's grieving his team right now.
He definitely is. He was hitting Wild Wings when Kunkka was dying.
Joke Roche. Mercy.
What's Mirana heading into now? Ags queued up. End, please. Does that count as a GG?
I think so. Admins.
Roshan went crazy.
Holy Malloy.
Dendy, not a big fan of the VR Roshan. We are.
I swear that most teams just walk in and they get intimidated.
Come on. Get in there.
He's ready to go. I hear him huffing and puffing in my right ear.
Go fight. Seb wants to get in there.
Once again, he's been punching this whole time, by the way.
Hey, Soxka. Found out by the Naga.
401 gold? That's the lowest net worth here on the game.
Oh. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Into the pockets of the highest net worth hero in the game.
I don't think that's a Sadim thing either. I think that's just a Dota 2 thing.
Yeah, that's just a nice
Sometimes there's just
a whoopsie. Dream Coil. And everything else in the kitchen sink thrown onto Mirana. Seb marked for death.
wasn't 20 seconds, so good, solid attempt, but that's not, yeah, that's not how she goes. It's not.
They're going high ground, Jenkins. And they have all of their teamfight ultis outside of Dream Coil ready.
How do you kill a Naga with this heart? Once again, you have to kill his entire team first, but that's very difficult to do when she does this much damage as well. She's going to kill you.
I guess you hope that No Tail has a crit soon and just cleaves everybody up because you're losing barracks. First lane about to drop 30 to 19. The gold lead has finally swung into Navi's favor. Kunkka does have that Crystallis. Thompson inside the big circles though. He's been trapped. The Venn diagram of doom. Thompson gone, no buyback. And OG might just fall apart now. Bane glimpsed back with the ensnare up on him. No Tail has to turn, tail and run. He's going to throw a quick torrent in, try and cleave back into Navi. But like you were saying, this Naga with a heart seems just absolutely untouchable. The rest of my team's nearly dead. I'm going to song. Let's TP out, guys. We got a full lane of barracks.
Now, Gareth, I think this is the point where you realize that your Naga has Apex, and that, well, actually I shouldn't say that she's Apex. She's hit this massive spike, and I don't think she's going to get any weaker. I think that the OG lineup is not stronger in the late game than this Navi lineup. This is when you can start doing bounties. This is when you can, maybe they can go for the
Great Migration.
The Great Migration. I believe both teams can totally do it. I don't think there are any rules against that. They could start flaming each other. There's tons of stuff that they could do.
Oh yeah, next person to die. Just say why it's their team's fault.
I mean, they can definitely go for the VIP experience soon because, well, they're going to want to take Roche to end out this game.
Lotus Saw 1 puck means no Nightmare, no Dream Coil. Dandy, Art Style, and Light of Heaven all arriving onto Ricky and Thompson. It's not been great from Thompson, has it, this Ricky? He's making space, yeah, he's getting up in the faces of his opponents, but he is dying an awful lot this game. And Sox, well, he's a plus 6 Bane. Not much to be said about that one.
223 gold. See, that seems more acceptable. I mean, of course, that's a split bounty. That's not. It was because it's solo kill.
Ah, that's why.
Yeah, this Naga's. There's almost no way to deal with this Naga, barring a Kunkka Rapier. And he does have the Demon Edge queued up, so he's going for the Daedalus. It's possible that if the game looks like it's ending too early, ooh, Seb, you can jump over that? That's pretty nice.
He's fine. Walk back. Oh, Demdy gives it a go.
He is getting chased into his own base. That is always a feel bads, man. Feels bad, man.
Feel bads.
You know what?
Feel bad, man.
Do the voice.
No.
Do the voice, Garrett.
No. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see how you are.
Okay.
Navi, full control of the map right now. It looks like OG cutting waves in a lot of different areas. Art Style, he's got a Ghost Scepter now, so Thompson can't straight up just solo kill him, but he's still going to get hounded by OG. 3 heroes follow him back. No Tail, though, in a similar position. Did Navi not see him? Was he invisible? Because they've gone for the song. They don't know No Tail's behind them.
He is invisible.
He is invisible. Oh, right, you are correct. Yeah, he is it. Yeah. They're going to get the kill on Mirana and Bane immediately, though. And No Tail, he's found Art Style, chipping away at the poor Disruptor, 4-stab down into the Mars ulti, and he's away, safe and sound. Art Style survives. Don't stay in the poison, don't stand in the fire. No Tail drops 4 heroes. Oh, they've got the glimpse. Jirax, another team wipe for Navi on the cards. Can they catch up? They've got the reach. Does Puck have a stun? Not just yet, and Jirax TP's home.
Almost a team wipe. That's always one of the nice things when you have the Boots of Travel is the non-shared cooldown.
Look at the tier 4s. Tier 4s are already Getting dropped.
They're getting their
There's
ass
just a
beat.
catapult here with creeps around. Oh, baby. 4 seconds until Soxka respawns.
All right, here we go.
Is TPing out?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, get gamed.
They should see him though.
Absolutely destroyed.
There was no vision.
How many times do you get to do that? Can't you just...
I believe that's one.
just one,
It's
okay.
one attempt.
Dendy, ... Oh, they're going for another try. Ana marked for death. Don't know if that works. Oopsie. Thompson.
He's destroying his items.
I think they've given up. That micro penis is Wraith Band.
Dire's middle tower.
I actually haven't seen that before.
My cropiness.
Sorry, my pronunciation is
Sir.
really bad.
Sir, that must be the British pronunciation.
OG. What's happening, lads? What's happening? You've got items on the floor, no tails just running around in circles. Quack, quack, quacking, that's why he's a duck now. Thrown him out of fall. No tail gets one more combo in with a boat Sauron. Jirax tries his best, but Navi victorious! 43-20.